Welcome to episode 30 of Talk That Talk, where we talk that talk and we walk that walk. My name is J1K, 1K shit, no fake shit, never no lame shit, I'm never switching lane shit. I'm sitting here today with my man Penny Austin as usual.
Yroo, it's your boy Penny in the building. You already know, ready to talk that talk. You feel me? Welcome to episode 30. 30 is another milestone we've reached too, so appreciate y'all for tuning in every week, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Nah, for real. And we also sitting with one of the best moderators in the game right now, JD.
What's up? Keeping it chill, keeping it real. Like y'all said, we at that big 30-30.
And before we get into this episode, man, I just want to take a time to really acknowledge what happened last night. Damar Hamlin, second-year safety out of Pittsburgh. He got hit. He made a tackle, looked like a routine tackle on T. Higgins. And the man went into cardiac arrest on the field. He had to be resuscitated, CPR, AED on the field. Team had to see that. You know what I'm saying? His teammates had to see that. They went ahead and stopped the game, took him to the hospital. Within 30 minutes, he was at the hospital, and he's been placed in critical condition. Luckily, his vitals are back to normal, but he's still in critical condition. So I just want to take this time out. We want to take this time out to send our condolences, say a prayer for Damar Hamlin and his family, and pray that man just comes out of this with all his faculties, and he makes a speedy recovery, because as much as we love the game of football, as much as we can sit here and talk about it and joke and laugh and everything like that, when something like this happens, it becomes bigger than football. This is a matter of life and death, and it's just I know this is a tough thing to go through right now.
It's a scary thing.
It's a very scary thing.
It's traumatic.
It's very traumatic. Me being a football player myself, Penny, playing football in the past, we know what
football in the past.
JD also played football in the past. We know what it takes to get out there and play. But when it comes to being at that level, finally being able to reach your dreams and playing in the league, we know that takes a totally different amount of preparation, sacrifice, mental toughness, and just to know that, this situation is going on right now. We've never seen anything like that. I don't think anybody's ever seen anything like this. So,
we haven't.
Just like I said at the beginning of this, I just wanted to take the time out to really shed some light on that and give everybody a quick second of reprieve. And hopefully we can get through today's episode, as normal. We can be as normal, as we can, give y'all the podcast that we normally do, give the effort that we normally do. But we just want to put some light on that situation before we really get into the topics that we normally have, So that's what I got to say about it, man.
Right.
Prayers up to him and his family.
Condolences out, heart out with you, prayers out with you. Hopefully you make that best
recovery,
speedy recovery.
Any recovery is possible. That's all I'm saying.
Hopefully we'll get an update pretty soon. Going into our topics for the day, though. Damn it, Coco. Hold up.
I had to get my dog.
Cage the beast.
Yeah.
Today's topics. Did the Eagles peak too early? Going over the most surprising turnaround of the season. Jaguars, Lions, Steelers, or the Packers? The more dangerous 7th seed in the NFC, Seattle, Detroit, or Green Bay. And in the NFC again, who needs that number 1 seed more? The Cowboys, 49ers, or the Eagles? So going straight into that first topic, did the Eagles peak too early this season? I hope not, because they playing great. I got to see more football.
I would hope not, because that's my Super Bowl pick. But it's kind of looking like it, It's looking like one of those years where teams just jump out great, start off amazing, don't lose any games to start off with. I'm pretty used to seeing teams peak a little early. Being a Colts fan, And it's just something that
I'm not being a Texas fan.
seems eerily similar to those years, those 13-3, 14-2 years, where you just start out so great and then you peak too early. It's best to start getting playing your best football in December, January, like they all say. Cause right now what's wrong with the Eagles is it's a long season, and as well coached and as good as they are now experiencing injuries that are starting to catch up to them. A lot of their defensive linemen are hurt right now. He just lost Lane Johnson.
I was about to say Lane Johnson went down.
One of your best offensive linemen. And, of course, you didn't have your starting quarterback for these last 2 games. So it's just if they didn't peak too early and they still got another level to reach, I can say that the health is one of the things that is caught up and caused. And they lost Avonte Maddox, one of their best corners. C.J. Gardner-Johnson still hasn't came back. So they're taking hits on every level of the defense, essentially, and they don't have their most important player on offense. So it's starting to look like one of those things where it's like that Super Bowl team that was dominating the whole league to start out the season might be one and done, because if they end up losing this game against the Giants, even though the Giants don't have much to play for, and they end up losing the division, we're going to talk about this later, with the number 1 seed, and that can end up hindering them, and they end up being one and done, because you got to rush Jalen Hurts back another week. You can cost you in the playoffs, especially if you got to see Tom Brady. Can't bet against that man in the playoffs. And it seems like him and Mike Evans have started to play better.
It's gonna be the Brady show.
Football,
I semi agree with what you're saying. I do think they somewhat peaked early, but I feel like I don't think they're gonna be one and done. I don't think they're gonna be like a one and done team, and I'll get into more about that later with the NFC talk. But I mean, if you had to force me to pick yes or no, I'm going to say yes. But I don't think they're going to be a team where it's like, okay, they're going into the playoffs like a wounded animal almost. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they do have their injuries and things like that, but I still see enough pieces on that team, enough healthy pieces on that team in order for them to still make a good Super Bowl run. Now, whether or not Jalen Hurts is rushed back, whether he comes back for the playoffs, that's left to be seen. But it's kind of a toss-up when it comes to how they're going to be in the playoffs. But like I said, we'll get into that later.
I saw this question on Twitter. As an Eagles fan, would you rather play him a week too early this week? Jalen Hurts, that is. A week too early this week to try to secure the number 1 seed, or get him back healthy. If he needs this 1 extra week, get him back healthy, send him out this week, even if that means losing the number 1 seed and having a healthier Jalen Hurts as a number 5 seed to go into the playoffs.
I think you rest him, because I feel like what we've seen so far from Jalen Hurts when he is healthy, I mean, dude's a dog. Dude is an absolute dog. So whether they be the 5 seed, 1 seed, 2 seed, I feel like it don't matter as long as at this point, as long as they can get in the playoffs and they have their star quarterback healthy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You'd rather it that way.
I'd rather have it that way, because they've proven that they can win on the road. They've proven that, obviously, we know Philly at home is Philly. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the most rambunctious places in the league. So, yes, it's gonna be different if they do lose that 1 seed, but it's not like they can't get the job done if you do have a healthy Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Okay. So we had quite a few teams make some comebacks this season.
It's a long season. I guess that's going to be the topic of the podcast today.
Yeah. It's been a long season, man.
One long season. Yeah. But who had the best turnaround? Jaguars, Lions, Steelers, or the Packers?
Most surprising?
Because they all good turnaround.
I hate to say this, bro. I absolutely hate to say this.
Oh, well, then I know where he going then.
You know where I'm going with this. I'm going to have to say them Steelers, bro. I'm gonna have to say them Steelers, man. As much as I hate their fucking guts,
They had to beat them. They beat them, and they made them a believer.
it's not even that, man. It's not even that, man. It's just looking at that team as a whole. You know, Mike Tomlin, he is not to be denied. He's probably gonna be able to get this team above 500 and keep that streak alive. Just seeing where this team was at when Kenny Pickett really became like the full-time starter to now, I mean, they're finding ways to get it done at the end of the day. And with Green Bay, I'm not really surprised because I've seen Aaron Rodgers in these type of positions before. The relaxed year.
You done it before.
You know what I'm saying? He's been here before. That Super Bowl year he had. They went on the road all 3 playoff games. You know what I'm saying? And got it done. So it's like with a trash. I mean, I'm not gonna say a trash defense, but that defense wasn't like top tier. You know what I'm saying?
It was a wounded deer for sure.
I wouldn't even call him wounded, but it just wasn't. They didn't have all the pieces together like how you would assume a championship team would. But Aaron Rodgers got that shit done. You know, the Lions. I mean, you've been believing in the Lions, so
They don't make it no less surprising.
and I mean they started off the year averaging 30 points a game. Like, you know what I'm saying? They averaged 30 points a game. They had some players get hurt. They got them players back. Now they back putting up 30 something. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really say that shit is surprising. So out of all the teams you just mentioned, I'm gonna have to say the Steelers are surprising me the most, to be honest, because they was damn near. I want to say they was last in division at one point.
Hey, all these teams were last.
Yeah,
in the
they was
division
all last at one point.
I'm just saying,
Sorry
like,
for the
just
yes, they were last too.
I mean, I'm just, to me personally, and then knowing like the AFC, like looking at the AFC, it's like, okay, we've been talking about, like the AFC's loaded, they stacked.
I can't say I'm surprised by them niggas either. Then shit, because I did have them go to the playoffs.
So who you got?
I did. I'm gonna go with the Jaguars though.
Okay.
Even
You was
though
on the Jaguars
I was on
train,
the
though.
Jaguars, but I'm gonna have to go to the Jaguars though because when they hit they low, bro, they got low, bro. Like
Yeah.
they
Limbo
lost,
low.
They lost 13-6 to the Texans. Like, son, like
That's an all-time
that's
low.
low. Like at
That's an
that
all-time
point,
low.
like it just was
That's
bad.
why we stopped talking about y'all.
Yeah, like that. Like at that point when they lost it,
You
and
lost
we
to
did,
Texas like that.
and we
That's
stopped
why
talking.
we
We
stopped
stopped talking about them niggas. Like legit, it was like
Yeah,
all right,
we don't
man,
catch Texas games. I know that was
We're
the
not
reason.
discussing any motherfucking Jaguars games anymore. So like, I'm very surprised that they
That
were
was horrible.
able to, because they've been the laughing stock of the league for a long time. Them and the Browns.
Yeah, but they got a Super Bowl winning coach.
They got a Super Bowl winning coach, and I thought it was gonna take. I knew he was gonna turn around, but at the beginning of the year, it started to look like Urban Meyer fucked him up just a little bit too much. It's gonna take another year.
It's gonna take a year, another
It's
year,
gonna take
yeah.
another year for him to like really rewire the culture of the team and get them to start doing what they're doing, especially Trevor Lawrence, because last year, his rookie year, he didn't get no like experience of
So what? He picked his
positivity.
game up, or they fired him?
Urban Meyer got fired.
Okay, I thought so.
But Doug Peterson definitely picked. He definitely got Trevor Lawrence.
He picked all the
performing.
pieces up.
Yeah, he got Trevor
and
Lawrence
put 'em together.
performing as a number one pick, like the person they said that he was supposed to be. A lot of people putting him in the top 5 right now. It's the hottest quarterback playing right now. And I wouldn't disagree with
Can't
him.
disagree with
I
it.
wouldn't disagree with it. You know,
Or the coach just couldn't come in and get no chemistry with his players.
Man, it was way worse than that, man. I
It
wish
was
we had.
hard to
I wish
say.
we had the podcast last year to talk
I
about
swear.
it. It's too late to hash back to go ahead and hash on it now. But man, when Urban Meyer was the
Meyer
coach,
was-
yeah, he was wild. So you
He
lucky
signed Tim Tebow.
Yeah, you lucky we didn't have a talk then.
At tight end.
Because we would have killed. We would killed you, though. We would
I
have
swear.
killed you. You see how we
You
did
up there in
that,
Columbus getting you know what?
yeah,
We
that's what I'm saying. We about to go. We about to go back
to go there.
back to the Jaguars. So I like to see. I like what I'm seeing there. You know, you feel me? This week they have a chance to either win the division going against the Tennessee Titans, or either if the Steelers, if the Patriots and the Steelers lose, they can still get a wild card spot.
Mm-hmm.
So they can really solidify making the playoffs this week, regardless of what they do. So. That's crazy. Like we went from wanting to get rid of everybody and looking at them niggas to losing the Texans 13-6, 2-6. They lost 4 games in a row, but now they here about the favorites to lock in divisions. I really don't see them losing against the Titans this week.
Yeah, I don't either.
So fuck.
I don't either.
That right there was a surprise for me.
Okay.
I'm glad y'all did it though, bro. I'm glad y'all did it.
Makes you
So,
feel a little bit better, huh?
Makes
Yeah.
a better season.
yeah, so if I give it them and the Steelers in the playoffs, like I said, and the Lions beat the damn
You weren't talking about no damn Steelers, man.
I
I don't remember
That was my
talking about the
seventh seed.
Steelers.
Yep, that was the beginning of the year, our preseason prediction.
Yeah.
prediction. You
Nah, I, mean,
said
I ain't,
that.
talk, I ain't talking
Yeah.
about them like all the way through the year because
Yeah.
it was like, goddamn, this shit bad. But yeah, nah, that's why I said.
That
Just
shit-
remember, I had Kenny Pickett winning Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, he
You did say that.
Mhm.
You did say that. You did say
Yep.
that. Okay, I get
Alright.
that. Fuck the Steelers.
So next, the most dangerous 7th seed in the NFC. Who would it be? Seattle, Detroit, or Green Bay?
I'm gonna have to go with the as much as I've been on the Lions this year, and I just think they dangerous like that. They can win a playoff game. The scariest one, gotta go with Aaron Rodgers, man.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Aaron Rodgers, that's hot. They feeling themselves. They got a little swagger back.
They don't like what, a 4-game winning streak now?
Yeah, the running game is looking retarded. The defense is starting to look like the defense that
4
I was-
takeaways in the last 2 games.
that I was hyping up at the beginning of the year. Everybody was trying to argue, top 10 defense. I mean, y'all didn't look like it until recently, so good. Thank y'all for doing that.
The glorified running back?
Glorified running back, we got that removed from his name. Yeah, we had that. I announced on the
Yeah.
podcast too. Yeah, he got some love. He ain't
Yeah.
the glorified running back no more. You feel me? He ain't the glorified running back no more. So if they able to continue to do the things that they're doing, I wouldn't want to see Aaron Rodgers. If I'm Brock Purdy getting the 2 seed, the 3 seed, the Vikings, y'all just seen what happened.
Hey, the
We
Vikings,
just see,
bro, frauds.
we just see what happened
Hey,
to the
shout out
Vikings
to
when they
40, man. Them
played
niggas is frauds.
when they played when they
Them niggas are frauds.
when they played the boys. So it's
Absolute frauds.
Absolute frauds. They blew them boys the fuck out. So Vikings
Had
don't.
Jay just hit niggas in
They,
the
so
hitting refs
they
and
don't want to
shit.
see. They don't want to see the Vikings.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
but
they
that
don't,
was
yeah, the Vikings and the
intentional.
Packers. They don't want to see them. Like the Vikings don't want to see them again.
The Vikings don't want to see it. The Vikings been to be one and done.
Yeah,
bro.
so like the Vikings better hope they get the Giants because that's the only team that they can beat. Like, like really, and they barely beat them niggas
That's
only
what I
by 3
said.
points. So
Yeah,
really
bro,
only
they
gotta
frauds,
go
bro.
beat them niggas. But so right now, I wouldn't want to see the Green Bay Packers, man. It seems like that'll be one of the years because
bitch ass nigga.
the last 2 years he was 13-3. MVP. He won there with all the hype. So and everybody expected him to win, and he didn't. And this would be one of them times where, counting him out, and he just comes through and just charge niggas down in the playoffs, bro. Because he do that, and then you get a wounded Eagles team after the bye week, and boom, you end up beating them niggas, and you get the Cowboys.
We know how Aaron Rodgers is on
the Cowboys.
We
Like,
ain't gotta
he
say
already,
none of
he
that.
already came back and beat them niggas one time this year. So
So yeah,
there's a path for the
There's
Packers
a-
to
yeah,
end up in
there's
the
a
Super
path.
Bowl.
There's
And
a path,
if
though.
they do, I swear to God, 40, don't you say shit to us.
Oh, 40 gonna talk that talk. 40 gonna talk that talk.
He
I'm already
can't,
knowing.
40 can't have my spot on the podcast for a week if they get to the Super Bowl, bro.
Bet.
No, but I'm gonna have to agree with
You
you
can
too,
try to
bro. I'm
hold
gonna have to
you.
agree with you too, bro.
Take my whole spot, bro. Like, it's going to be all 40. 40 is going to be the he going to
I'm-
have to take it, dog.
I'm gonna have to agree with you too, though, because Aaron Rodgers. I mean, we know what he can do. We've seen him in, like I said earlier, we've seen him in these type of positions before. So it's like, if it's anybody that's gonna scare somebody in that 7th seed right there, it's gonna be Aaron Rodgers. Like Aaron Rodgers in the past, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's
AJ
Aaron
Green. I
Rodgers.
say AJ Green.
Everybody gonna see that name. Like,
AJ
shit, he
Dillon
made it.
and Aaron Jones.
That's what
They
they really
been-
need to be scared of.
Yeah.
Dynatron.
Dino legs.
He's
Whatever,
like, that nigga,
whatever the
yeah,
fuck that
that
nigga
nigga-
name is.
That nigga
Quadzilla. whatever the
Quadzilla,
fuck.
exactly. That nigga quads is like 3 of my quads.
Yeah, bro.
Not
I
even
don't
2
know.
of them. There's 3 of them. I had to get extra quad just to equal that nigga quad. I wouldn't want to tackle that motherfucker.
I
Fuck
swear to
that.
God, I wouldn't want to tackle him. But yeah,
he going for the legs.
You know what
He
I'm
gon-
saying?
They say go for the
Them
legs.
boys-
You can't go for the legs.
No,
on that.
yeah. There's no eyes to the thighs on that one.
Because
No,
he
he
made contact
gonna
with
You
your
fuck
got
your
face.
hit
shit up.
shins. You aiming for shins. I'm
Ankles,
sorry,
nigga.
bro.
Ankle tackles only,
Ankle
nigga.
tackles only. And you better not come in there trying to grab with the arms, because he's finna stiff arm the fuck out you.
Ah, that's a big motherfucker.
How you looking like Josh Norman?
Damn.
But and then on top of that, that defense, they've been playing real inspired. They've had 4 takeovers in the past 2 games.
Takeaways.
You know,
And
Yeah,
it's-
takeaway. Not turnover.
We
Takeaways.
playing
My
NFL
bad.
Street in this bitch. Take over.
Those are game
I know
breakers.
they go game breakers, but I couldn't say game breaker because you said take over. You know, it just how
You could have went with 2K.
You could have.
Could have
You
won
could
2K,
have.
bro.
But
We ain't playing basketball though.
we're gonna talk about that later though. But
Not today though. Bitch.
not today.
That podcast today. After the last week of the football season, like the last regular season, then we gonna talk NBA. But right now, no.
Postseason.
Postseason
Football.
shit,
We'll talk
postseason
about.
football shit. But that defense is playing real nice. Jair, he talked that talk, and then he went back. You know what I'm saying? He backdoored and walked.
Hey,
it.
bro, can y'all
So,
stop this trend with these hats, please?
The big hat. I like the big hats, man.
Can we please
that
stop
shit
this?
be funny, dog. You don't like it?
This
What
shit
you-
goofy as fuck.
You mean the extra large?
Yeah,
you know the extra large hats.
Yeah,
they be
yeah,
wearing.
you don't fuck
It was
with
Brian Robinson's fault.
I know,
He
bro.
shouted out his
It's-
partner,
it's a whole lot
and
of
he was
there's
like,
a whole
"Yeah,
lot
if
of
y'all
cap
get these
going
hats,
on.
yeah, big cap."
Every time I see somebody put that hole, that's exactly what I think. I was like, that
Big
nigga
cap.
capping.
Yeah,
Big
I
capping.
fuck with it though.
Big
I
cap.
fuck with it.
Big capping, dog.
You ain't that much of a fan. Big cap.
No, but yeah, but you know, Jair, I think what this week specifically, with Jair saying what he said, knowing that they had to go out there and really ball, you know, that defense was looking like the whole time like, yes, we want this shit. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about the hottest teams, offense and defense coming into these playoffs,
Yeah.
if Green Bay can make it, they gonna beat one of them teams.
They gonna
man.
be that team.
They
They beat
gonna
the
be that
Lions.
team in the NFC to be like, okay, all right, they
Peaking
they
at the right time.
They peak exactly peaking at the right time. Even though they're a 7 seed, you can't play them like a 7 seed, you know, because you know who playing quarterback at the end of the day, you know, and they just put up 41 on the Vikings.
Easily.
Granted, you know the Vikings defense is probably
Cool cheese.
the worst in the league right now. To be honest, I mean they have the worst pass defense. They're, I think, like 20th in rush defense.
Them niggas cool.
So
How y'all win 12 games? We gotta.
because you got Jay Jets getting like 1,800 yards in the
Our
season,
point differential was minus 19.
like that shit
Damn.
crazy.
How y'all win 12 games, bro?
Jay Jets-
11
hey, Jay Jets-
11 and 0 in one score game.
Hey Jay Jets,
Is-
pull a Stephon Diggs and get the fuck up out of there.
Is Kirk Cousin the most clutch quarterback in the league?
Is he?
Shit, it looked like it.
19
Because
differential.
he ain't
That's
look
definitely some
clutch this
clutches.
past week.
Shit, nah, if it ain't a clutch situation,
it's-
they getting their ass whooped.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, why? To me personally, why does it have to get down to a clutch situation just for you to wake the fuck up?
He trying to become a diamond, bro. He need that pressure.
That's
No,
all,
bro. No.
Y'all
No.
if you smack
Hey,
them,
you
if you
can
smack,
only
You know what's
match
pressure?
diamonds
If you
under
know what's pressure,
if you
know
smack
that.
them niggas early, they fold.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like if you let them niggas just kind of we just gonna
They front runners, bro.
Yeah. Fraudulent front runners. The FFFs. FFRs. My
Well, I'd
bad.
say you-
FFRs.
yeah.
I was like, what the third of them come from? That's why I think for a second.
My
What the third
bad.
of
My
them
bad. But yeah, they fraudulent front runners, man.
I like how this segment became a shit on the Viking segment.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, about to say we definitely did go way off topic. So let me take it back then. Next.
It was straight to shitting on the Vikings, bro.
Cause they sorry.
All three of them need the seed. My bad.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
sorry. Who needs it the most in the NFC? Cowboys, 49ers, or Eagles?
That one seed, I think the Eagles. I think the Eagles need it the most, and it kind of goes back to the whole Jalen Hurts conversation we was having earlier. That's why I didn't want to say too much about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they need that one seed because that extra week of rest, specifically for Jalen Hurts, would be.
Jalen Hurts, nigga.
I mean,
Johnson.
I'm about to say not just Jalen Hurts, my bad, but you know, just for that team in general. You know what I'm saying? That extra week of rest is going to be pivotal.
Major.
It's going to be major. If they don't have that, then they're really in trouble, to be honest. Because coming into the playoffs, you know you have to have some type of momentum. You have to in order to, you know what I'm saying, to just know what
Have
the fuck
that
you're going up
confidence
against,
to be
have that
ready.
feel like, okay, yeah, like we doing this shit, like we on a roll. You got to have it.
Like,
If
nigga,
you don't have
y'all
it,
ain't won in a month, and you feeling
exactly. That's exactly. I haven't won in a month, so it's like debating whether we rest Jalen to sacrifice the one seed, or play Jalen not 100% in order to try to secure this 1 seed. First of all, if you play Jalen hurt, there's no,
No pun
solidified. No
Play
pun
Jalen
intended.
hurts.
That was no pun intended. You play Jalen hurt. There's no 100. There's not 100% chance you're gonna win that game anyway and get the 1 seed because he's hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's really like a double-edged sword. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. At the end of the day, but looking at Dallas, they gonna play how they play regardless. You know what I'm saying? And who'd you say? San Fran?
San Fran, yeah.
San Fran, they already on the roll. Brock Purdy, obviously.
That bye week might hurt them niggas.
Exactly. Because Brock Purdy, this is his first year in the league, Mr. Relevant. He relevant now. Him playing every week, him learning on the job every week, that they need that right now. He needs that right now because each week he's getting more familiar with that offense. You know what I'm saying? Those game time reps are vital. You know, and you finna be playing in the playoffs. It's teams that already know what the playoffs feel like. You know what I'm saying? It's quarterbacks that he's gonna have to see that's like, okay, I've been here, done it before.
I've been here. I'm ready.
I'm ready for this. You coming into this shit bucket naked.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Pretty
like
much.
he need that. He need that. So that week might not be so good. That week off might not be so good for him. The Eagles, on the other hand, like you said, like they a little wounded. So go ahead and they've been I'm not gonna say most of them players, but a lot of them players have been there before. You know what I'm saying? They know what the playoffs feel like. They know what they up against. So them getting a week of rest, they're like, okay, thanks. I needed that. All right, I'm rejuvenized. Let's get back to playing ball.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, that's my take on that.
Outside of NFL, I know
I'm
it's
gonna
not the
go.
same, so don't nobody chew me up for this. Does he have championship experience in college?
No.
No, damn, he ain't got no
right.
champ
Nah.
experience.
Oh, Purdy. No,
Yeah,
he went to Iowa State.
Yeah, he wasn't playing no big games.
He went to Iowa State. He wasn't playing no big games like that.
So this would be the biggest games of his life right here.
Yeah, for sure.
biggest
For
games.
sure. This
Well,
is
I mean,
for
shit.
sure.
As soon as he touched the NFL, it was the biggest
I
games
know,
of his
but
life.
like-
But like for
you
sure,
know,
he ain't got no
every
big.
week.
He ain't
That's
got
what I'm
no
saying.
winning.
Every week, it's been the biggest game in his life.
Yeah, but like, nah, he ain't had no big games like that. But I'm gonna have to go with the Cowboys here because I honestly believe it will help them a little bit more than any of the other teams. Because, like you said earlier in the first segment, you wouldn't risk Jalen Hurts getting hurt more. And if you don't play him this week, and if they end up losing against the Giants, but Jalen Hurts is 100% healthy when they play in the playoffs, like you said, I believe that they can go on the road and do what they got to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't believe that they necessarily need it the most if they can rest their players and get healthy this week because you are already in the playoffs. So if you can get Jalen Hurts back, you've seen y'all pretty much unstoppable.
So what makes you say Dallas?
One, Dallas, I don't believe necessarily can win 3 playoff games to get to the Super Bowl.
I don't think they're going to win one.
But I don't think they're gonna win 3. I could give you 3. So I'm gonna try to make it 2 of them and lessen their burden of how many
Okay.
games that they got to play and the
Okay.
chances to make mistakes. So therefore, you can avoid seeing Tom Brady. You can and then you can avoid most likely seeing San Francisco until the conference championship. Because you get the lowest seed
Exactly.
of the
Yeah.
next round. So you're not most likely going to see San Francisco because they're going to be the number 2 seed
You're going to see Aaron Rodgers.
if they win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But yeah, if you see Aaron, I still rather see Aaron Rodgers in the 49ers right now.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact.
That's right.
That's
So,
a fact.
And I
'Cause
believe
that defense is nasty.
Yeah, and I believe they just play a little bit more comfortable at home. Dak is a little more comfortable at home. That defense on that turf, the pass rush is a little different. You know, having the supporters behind them, even though Dallas Cowboys fans travel wherever they go, I believe just being at home, focusing, and cutting that one extra game of going on the road. Because if they don't get the number 1 seed, they're on the road to all playoffs, and if they on the road to all playoffs,
That's not a good look.
Ain't a good look for them. So I think the Cowboys, out of all 3 of those teams, need it the most because I think they can do the least on the road. Because I believe the Eagles can go in on the road, and I believe the 49ers can do the same. I believe both of them can win 3 games and get to where they're trying to go.
Mm-hmm.
But the Cowboys are going to end up cowboying like they always do if they got to win 3. So let's make it 2. They ain't even been to a conference championship since we've been alive. So it's like, let's make it 1 game for them to get to a conference championship. Just 1. Just win 1 though.
Hey, and that's if they win that hoe.
But I'm just saying, just win 1 of them. Just win 1 of them.
That's just if they win it, man.
Just win 1 of them.
Because I mean, I'm looking at the NFC and I'm like, okay, so let's say you got Green Bay in there. Aaron Rodgers gonna be Aaron Rodgers. Let's just say maybe Tom Brady in the Bucks. That might be honestly their best shot.
They see the Giants. I believe they smack the Giants.
I mean, yeah, you got the Giants, but that's a division rival right there on top of that. So that game, to me, that game might be a toss up because I feel like the Cowboys. Me personally, my take is on the Cowboys. I think they're gonna underperform in the playoffs, to be honest. And with an underperforming team going against a low-seeded team that really ain't got shit to lose.
We'll see.
You know what I'm saying? That's gonna make for a very interesting game, especially if it's your division rival on top of that. So it'll be so much going into that game. I mean, the Giants. I don't know, man.
I'm going to Cowboys on that one, dog.
Yeah,
Cowboys got to dig their heels in, just like y'all name. Stay on the ride. Don't get bucked the fuck off, and maybe y'all see a championship. Just maybe.
We'll see.
How about them Cowboys?
Well, we'll be saying that in a couple weeks.
We'll see. Thank you guys, man. This has been another great episode of Talk That Talk, episode 30, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, follow us on all social media.
Yep, that whole around here somewhere.
Somewhere around here. You know. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Once again, we'd like to send our prayers and our condolences to Mr. Hamlin. You know, for what happened last night. And as soon as anybody get updates, and hopefully it's great news. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Serving that got packs on me. My flex so smooth, so casually. That moolah is just that for me. I'm chillin', smoking hella weed. Why she count up that cash for me? Introduction to your addy talk. Money is the topic, that's what they discussion about. Stacks inside the couch, you tryna add to that, let's talk. The loudest be the weakest from my crew, don't hear a song. Let's talk about the golden side.